Wildstorm is back, Clone Conspiracy ends, and we're talking reimagined comic book universes. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, thanks for pressing play. You are watching a brand new episode of Talking Comics, ExcaliburCCGTV. I am Chris.
I'm Randy.
Every week we get together to tell you about the great comics that are hitting the shelf. We are talking about February 15th, 2017. Tons of great stuff hitting the shelf. We are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana, as well as in Texarkana, Texas. And you can find out what's going on with us at our website, ExcaliburCCG.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. The links are down below, sir. Good to have you back, sir.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking if I'm back.
I'm guessing you are.
I'm guessing I am.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Hey, guys, listen. We are now in our new location. You can't tell by our setup here for the studio, but we are. You may hear a little bit of ambient noise and stuff in the background, whatever, but hey, it's a business. This is what we do here.
937 East 70th.
It is awesome, guys. Follow us on our Facebook page because I've been posting pictures of our store, new layout and everything. Take a look at it there. It's really nice and people have been loving it.
Mark and I have been hard at work making the store look pretty.
Very, very hard. They've done a lot since we got in here on the 1st of February. These guys have done a lot of work. A lot of work. So show your appreciation. Come by and check out the store. I know there's some people on YouTube now that are like, somebody just posted last week, hey, I'm only a couple hours away. I'm coming to see you guys.
Yeah,
so,
please do.
Yeah, come and see it. Come and see us. Come see Randy. He'll be here. I may or may not be here. We'll try to work it out, but come and enjoy. Two other things here real quick, guys. A fan and patron of our store, Robert Parizek on BetweenTheStaples.com has started his own podcast. So go and check out what Robert is doing on BetweenTheStaples.com with his podcast. Also, special thanks to Mike Emke at WeBeGeeks.com for doing our audio podcasting. We always upload an audio version of our show to their site. They have tons of other podcasts on their site if you're into that. And you love listening to comic book podcasts. I think they got wrestling. They have movie reviews, all that. They have a huge network of audio podcasts you can listen to. Check out what We Be Geeks is doing. And support them as well. Special thanks to Mike. And last of all, it's been a while and it's been too long. Brad Campbell, thanks, dude. You rock. Every week you make these videos look fantastic. I can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. And thank you for being a part of our team. All of you guys watching and listening, give a special shout out and a thanks to Brad Campbell. And with that out of the way, guys, we are diving into some new number ones because there's some very exciting stuff that is dropping this week.
Big ones.
Very big ones. Now, I'm just going to dive in. Because this is going to happen. This is going to happen, baby. It's been too long since it has happened. Guys, the Wildstorm. Number one, coming from DC Comics this week. Warren Ellis, John Davis Hunt on board here as the creative team. Warren Ellis is back, reimagining the Wildstorm universe that used to be at Image Comics, and Jim Lee was over that years ago. And even back then, Warren Ellis had a hand in a lot of that happened with that. But now he's back, reimagining this, taking a look in this first issue at a troubled woman leaving her job because her research has been discontinued by the company that she works for. A man has just did a suicide dive off of a building, and it's up to her to save this man. But if she does, it could open up a whole conspiracy. It could destroy covert power structures, secret space programs, and even all of human history. We are going to get a reimagining of the Wildstorm universe, including characters like Grifter, Voodoo, the Engineer, Jenny Sparks, all of that. And I am looking forward to it so much. Yes, yes, yes.
And it looks like it all revolves around, I would hazard a guess, Warren Ellis' favorite Authority character. Because, I mean, he loves the Engineer.
Yeah.
Angela Spica.
Yeah.
So it looks like it all revolves around her. I like that. Story told from her perspective, possibly, hopefully.
Yes.
That's going to be a good one.
Awesome.
Here's another one people have been wanting since the series last ended. We have Batwoman Rebirth.
Exactly.
She has been one of the big stars in the Detective Comics. Now it is spinning out into her own series. James Tynion's still going to be on board to help write it up, but this is mostly Marguerite Bennett that is going to be handling the writing chores on this. For the Rebirth issue, I believe it's Ben Oliver that's doing the art, but Steve Epting handles the chores on the main series with that. That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
With this is cool, guys. In order for her to, her being Batwoman, to stop the distribution of the drug known as Monster Venom, she is going to have to go back to someplace. We don't really know what the place is, where she has spent some of her darkest hours. This is going to tell you who Batwoman is, where she's come from, and where she is going to be going. This all leads into the monthly, not bi-monthly, series, Batwoman.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be checking that out, especially with Mike Perkins' art.
No. Is it Perkins?
Well, you said Epting.
Is it Perkins or Epting?
It's
because I think Perkins does all
he's still on Carnage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Epting.
I think it's Epting.
Yes, that's going to be gorgeous. Yes. And Ben Oliver's been doing a great job, too. He's done some fill-in issues on Detective and stuff as well. Guys, Super Sons ¡1 from DC.
Finally.
It's finally coming out. It's finally here by Peter Tomasi and Jorge Jimenez. But guys, this is the team up of the sons of the greatest superheroes ever. We have Damian Wayne teaming up with Jonathan Kent to be to follow in their father's footsteps. But alongside that, there is also another new villain whose life and ascension into his powers is kind of the same as their own, but he believes that it's his right to rule over every being on the planet. I don't think these two young guys are going to deal with that too well. So guys, looking forward to this. And Jorge Jimenez art, from what I see for the previews, looks fantastic. Really looks good for this type of story as well. So guys, check out Super Sons #1 dropping this week.
We finally have, this one's from Titan Comics, guys. They have been, a lot of their work pushes, I think, adaptations, and I'm guessing, just from the description of this is an adaptation. Forever War #1, this is a 6-issue miniseries. Joe Hadelman and Marvano. Probably just an Italian artist. I think they get a lot of Italian artists there.
Yeah.
This has a lot of award stuff attached to it. So I'm guessing that the book was a big sci-fi Nebula creation with that, or winner with that. What we're taking a look at, this is a soldier that he is caught up in a war. And this is a war that has become, I guess, fairly brutal and seems to be reaching across the stars. So it's not just like in this one section a long time ago. This is a forever war. So I guess we'll get to see how exactly that translates from written word to picture word in a certain sense.
Exactly. So, guys, if you know Joe Holdman is, and Forever War, then this should be right up your alley. I wasn't familiar with this works, but congrats to him for winning these awards that he's won. So, guys, let's dive into some of our storylines. We had a ton of Marvel storylines that some of them are finishing up this week, and many are continuing. But we do get the conclusion this week of Clone Conspiracy with Clone Conspiracy #5. The Spider event of the year concludes. We also have the Jackal taking drastic measures against Spider-Man and his compatriots, and he has unleashed resurrected villains everywhere, and it threatens the life of everybody on Earth. So, guys, that is happening with this final issue here. Find out about that and what happens with that. But we also get another tie-in issue with Silk #17, a Clone Conspiracy tie-in with Cindy Moon. She has to save her boyfriend from the Jackal with the help of the original Spider-Woman. So there we go. That should be fun. That should be interesting, and especially guys that want that closure with all the Clone Conspiracy stuff. Don't miss that issue as well.
The original Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew,
Maggie Hatchet, Maggie.
Franklin.
Franklin. There we go.
That's like not the original by any means. She's like the third or fourth.
That's what the solicit said. So
yeah, that's J. Jonah Jameson's niece.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she was using an alias. Did you know that? They couldn't use that in the whole... Yeah, because that's where they were getting the mutant growth hormone. They had... Purple Man was taking her DNA to make it.
Really?
Yep.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
but
Maddie Franklin, totally different character, but that's a 90s creation there.
There we go. Harkening back.
Okay, we've also got Monsters Unleashes continues here. #3 comes out this week. With this one, we're going to see just who it is that's responsible for this monster outbreak that's been happening in the Marvel Universe. And there's a surprising ally. What is deceptive here, I haven't been able to figure this out. Is it an ally of the person responsible, or is it an ally of the heroes? I don't know. Just the way they describe it, it's like an ally will emerge from the rubble. I don't know what that means, so we'll get to figure that out together. Plus, we're having to figure out just how important, how this all ties into this little boy that's in New York there. So we'll take, I guess, hopefully get some answers in this issue.
Yeah.
Also, over in Doctor Strange, #1 point, Monsters Unleashed, MU, however you want to say that.
MU, baby.
MU. Doctor Strange's been pulled into this whole Monsters Unleashed mess, and it wouldn't be a problem usually, except his powers are now at their lowest, and so he may not be as helpful as everybody thinks he could be.
I don't really know how much of that he's actually broadcast to the larger Marvel universe.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish it's one of those things. Marvel only seems to want to tell stories of him losing his powers.
Yeah, do fans want that?
I don't know, but that's like since Bendis brought like him back to the forefront, that he's lost his ability to be the Sorcerer Supreme and all that. So they're continuing that. The one thing that fans might want or be interested in is this issue's written by Chip Zdarsky.
Oh yeah, that's right. So there we go. Guys, we have some Inhumans versus X-Men tie-ins here. We're starting with Uncanny Inhumans number 19. Tie-in for that. The craziest thing has happened, guys. Maximus the Mad has actually discovered the formula for the Terrigen crystals, and now he has a group of people going around the globe gathering the ingredients. And if he gets it together, it could be just one fell swoop and he'll defeat all of mutant kind. But where's the fun in all that?
Yeah.
So what's he going to do with it? He'll probably experiment like Apocalypse or some crap like that. And
something on himself.
Maybe, I wouldn't be surprised. Then we have Uncanny X-Men number 18 as well. The mutants, Magneto and the mutants have actually taken New Adelan and occupied it, and they are in control of that setting. But now it's time for him to deploy his sleeper mutants that he has out there, and will he take his mission too far? Apparently he has sleeper agents involved in the Inhumans and elsewhere for this war. So is he? I think Magneto is always the person that takes it a little bit too far. So there you go, guys. Check that out and have fun with that.
Is it too far?
Is it too far? Is it too much?
I don't know.
Guys, those are the new number ones. Those are our storylines that we're covering for this week. Let's dive into a couple of our favorites. Randy, what's up for you first?
I am so behind on reading right now.
Right.
But one of the series I have been keeping up with is Ether. Number 4 comes out this week. Big revelations coming in this issue. Hazel is going to talk about her secret delving into the dark side of the ether and the consequences that came about from that. She's, there's within this story, there's some time lapse of different stories that they're telling. What's going on currently, what happened when he first, Boone first was able to go to the ether, discover the ether, and what he's excited about. We've learned that she is terrified. So we're going to figure out exactly why she is terrified in this issue.
Very cool. For me, guys, God Country number 2.
You like that?
Tell me you at least glanced through that first issue.
I flipped through it.
It was great. It was really good.
It looked pretty,
and it was the art was fantastic.
I didn't read it.
The story was good. It was a
fast.
It was a bit fast-paced story. It was a good setup first issue, so I was totally on board. But with this second issue, we get to see the main character Emmett Quinlan, this guy who's been fighting dementia and Alzheimer's and has been restored by the events that have happened with issue number 1. He tries to get his family and his life back together, but there are gods coming to Texas, and they're not leaving empty-handed. So yes, I want to see more of this. It seems like it's been too long for the second issue to come out. So yeah, that's a good thing. And I can't wait to get this issue this week.
It came out just last week.
That did not. Don't believe his tissue of lies. It did not. So guys, those are storylines. The number ones, our favorites. You know what time it is? It's our pick of the week. And Randy, you know the rules by now, bro.
Yeah.
You go into the comic shop. You can only get one comic, one that we've talked about or something else that's already on your list that you're really looking forward to, but you're going to leave with that one comic. What's it going to be for you, sir?
That's a tough question this week.
It is a tough question.
Because I'm going to give you an A or B. A, if I decide to go with what I know I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to go with Ether number 4. If I decide I want to try something else and possibly enjoy that and go down a road less traveled for myself, I'm going to go with Wildstorm number 1. It's a toss-up there. Heads, tails.
This man is a cheater.
I don't know.
He is a cheater.
I don't know is what I'm saying.
It's a pick of the week.
Heads or tails?
Oh, you cheater. You cheater. But I understand
Where's
your
the coin?
anguish.
Where's the coin?
If only I had a... I don't ever had my kid.
Let's flip
If
you.
only I knew. But guys, for me, I'm with Randy. It's a tough... I'm going to be solid, though. It will be the Wildstorm #1. It's my pick of the week.
I think so.
And God Country #2 is right behind it. It is like...
It's what you're going to leave on the shelf.
Oh,
because you're going with the Wildstorm.
Because I'm going with the Wildstorm. That's the caveat. Them's the rules.
See, what happens, what divergent path do you go down when you choose this book or you choose that book, but not the other there? Two different worlds. You know, the Chris Hunter that suddenly, gets $1 million and suddenly, has all that lush hair coming in and all this stuff. Or the Chris Hunter that, I don't know what else continues
What else?
the life that he's going right now.
So, yeah, what if the timeline split right there at that moment? But guys, tell us your pick of the week down in the comments below. Have fun with it. Don't cheat like this guy did. You choose one. You be fair. You know how to do it right. You know how to do it right.
I love that you told me. You know the rules by now.
Apparently not. I got to reiterate them too. But guys, on to our question of the week. With the return of the Wildstorm and a new reimagined universe, our question of the week is simply this: what are your favorite reimagined comic book universes? Randy, some examples just to jog our viewers' minds and what we're talking about here.
New 52 was a reimagined universe.
It was.
We have the Ultimate Universe was reimagined. The Wildstorm universe was kind of a reimagining of a lot of the DC universe. It was homages to different areas. You have the Heroes Reborn being a reimagined universe. So my favorite of the reimagined universes was a universe that was very short-lived. And one of my favorite things in this world, I didn't know could be as destructive as it was, as to cause a whole universe to cease existing. Beer was responsible for the death of this universe that was so good.
Oh, okay.
Warren Ellis' new Universal was amazing. And apparently he spilled the beer on the computer that destroyed his scripts.
Yeah.
And he just didn't even go back to touch it. He, I think, was just distraught over having lost that.
Exactly.
Well, at least that's his story.
That's
his story. So beer destroyed this universe.
Beer.
Something I love destroyed one of my favorite reimagined universes. I never read the original universe, New Universe, but New Universal was fantastic.
That's interesting.
Beautiful.
I didn't because we knew each other during that. I mean, that was several years ago when he did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were reading that. I didn't even know you were checking it out.
Oh, yeah.
But I was around...
that was at his prime, because he was doing that and Fell, which was also an amazing book.
Exactly.
I mean, he was doing some of his best work, I think, ever.
Yeah. I read the original. I read several of the titles of the original New Universe.
Yeah.
That was
reading
fun.
Comics
that was fun stuff even back then.
Yeah.
For me, it would easily have to have been when Marvel did the Ultimate Universe, specifically the Ultimates. I loved that. Mark Miller, Brian Hitch coming on together, working together. Hey, does this A stand for France? I said it. There it goes. There it goes. But that was fantastic. That was fantastic to me. It was amazing to see them team up together to do that, and it felt so good. It felt so right. That first storyline was just amazing to me. The whole different concept, or not completely different, but reimagined concepts of the characters and the team and the Avengers and all that jazz was awesome to me. So that was just a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Ton of fun. I did read some of that New Universal, but the one LaRocca drew, I think he did Starbrand.
There was like the main series, and then there were a few one-shots with it.
Yeah.
And in total, it was probably about 10 issues, but it was so good what he was cooking up.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
That Ellis, he's a good cook.
That Ellis, he can be a good cook.
Sometimes he cooks with beer.
Sometimes he cooks with beer. Hey, I've been cooking with beer lately.
Oh, there we go. Hey, here we go, guys. Well,
my beer chili's awesome.
The beer, I haven't got to try any yet.
Oh, man. because I ate all it.
Yeah. So, guys, tell us in the comments below your favorite reimagined comic book universes. Ultimates, New Universal, Heroes Reborn, Stan Lee reimagines the DC. We got 52. We've got whatever you can think of. I mean, just have fun with it, guys. You don't have to stress.
Be loose with the interpretation. You can go with some of the mini-series that have, like, shut down the universe and retold them with, like, Age of Apocalypse, which was a fan favorite of mine, even.
Yeah.
Or Flashpoint. So,
yeah.
You know, just think about something that was a reimagining of a universe and go with it.
Yeah, have fun with it, guys. And, guys, that is it for this week. Tons of great stuff to check out. Tell us your pick of the week in the comments down below. Answer the question of the week down there as well. Let's have a discussion. And that's it. Anything else to add, sir?
I'm hungry.
Are you hungry? I'm a little hungry, too. So, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And give a special shout-out to Robert. Check him out. Check out Michael MK at We Be Geeks. And a special thanks to Brad Campbell for all the work that he does. Until next time, guys, be safe. Read great comics. Leave us some fantastic comments down below. And we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.